My wife was horrific at dinner with our son's girlfriend. I told her she's the same as her parents.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Not hitting her with the, you're just like your mom.
I think we might have some traditional values incoming.
Ouchie.
I, 53 male, am white. My wife of 30 years, Naomi, is Japanese. We have 3 kids. This story focuses on my oldest son, Kyle, who's 28. When Kyle first got to college, he began dating a Japanese girl, and when he introduced her to my wife, Naomi loved her. They didn't end up working out, but for the past 3 years, my son has been seeing Danny, a black girl. By the way, this comes from user okbutterfly3820 on the r/okstorytime subreddit. So, my son was in medical school across the country, and he ended up meeting Danny because they were both volunteers at a soup kitchen.
That's so sweet.
What a wonderful place to meet somebody.
That's so nice.
I remember the first time he sent a picture of her, my wife immediately didn't like her. I'm going to try to phrase this without sounding ignorant myself, but she looks like the urban black girl most think of when African American women. He's like, if you think of a stereotype, she looks like a stereotype.
You sound a little bit ignorant.
That sounds pretty rough, dude.
It sounds like you tried to avoid sounding ignorant and kind of fell right into it.
Well, let's see. He explains she has the big hoop earrings, the long nails, the long eyelashes. I think she looks stunning.
I think she looks great.
I think she looks stunning, but I've never been in a situation where I was involved in African American culture. Recently, my son moved back to our city for residency, and Danny moved with him and started law school. They were staying in an Airbnb while looking for a place, and this week they finally found one. So they invited us over for dinner. Danny cooked soul food, and this stuff was amazing. I complimented her food, and my wife gave me the side eye.
Girl, why?
Oh, I think I'm just going to say Naomi's racist. Calling it. Naomi then pulled out her phone and asked Danny, why does she dress like that? And why was she twerking in public? Kyle asked his mom what her problem was, and then I took the phone to scroll through Danny's Instagram. While she did have some photos of her having fun, she also had plenty of pictures of her academic achievements. Before Danny could answer, I told my wife that Danny is young and having fun. I asked, did she see that Danny graduated cum laude or all the times that she volunteered? My wife looked angry that I would bring that up. Naomi then said that she thinks that Danny isn't good enough for our son at dinner.
In front of her?
Do you mean the girl he met volunteering at the soup kitchen?
Yeah, the volunteering at the soup kitchen, and you're gonna be like, that girl's not the magna cum laude?
Yeah, not good enough.
Come on.
Danny then asked why Naomi loved Kyle's ex so much. She didn't graduate with honors. She has many different boys that she posted on social media. Danny then said it was evident that the reason Naomi doesn't like her is because of her race.
Oof.
She's just putting it out there.
Wait, read the next line.
Naomi doubled down. Oh God, Naomi doubled down and said, so what? I have never heard Kyle even disrespect his mother before, but he told her to get the F out.
Yeah.
Good job, Kyle.
Good on you.
When your mom gets viciously racist, you gotta tell her to get the F out. Naomi left crying. In the car on the ride home, I asked her what was her problem. She asked why I didn't defend her. Whoa. I said because she was being racist.
Because she's being racist.
And a hypocrite. And she's acting just like her parents.
Ooh.
Her parents didn't like me because I was white. She just said it's different and was just silent on the way home. And when we got to the house, she locked herself in her room and started crying. I can't feel bad for her because if someone disrespected my wife the way she disrespected Danny, I would have absolutely done the exact same thing that Kyle did. But am I the a-hole because I was also harsh towards her in this situation?
No, you're not the a-hole. Your
No.
wife was being racist.
Your wife was like, yeah, I don't like you because you're black, so what?
And then, yeah.
Whoa,
and then,
it's like, that's not anything you ever get behind.
No!
You don't have to back up your wife when she gets racist.
Yeah. Sometimes
With
you
your
don't have
son's
to support
girlfriend.
your partner.
Yeah, not at
Sometimes when
all.
they're actually crazy, you don't have to support their partner.
Here's some comments with replies from OP.
Yeah.
Not the a-hole, not to pry, but you've obviously been with your wife for 20 plus years. How is it possible that you didn't know she's virulently racist until now? There was never a situation where we were directly involved with African Americans. She's never displayed this type of behavior. Racism is not a preference.
Okay.
OP continues, racism is not a preference, and it's not even about her, it's about my son. Supporting racism is never something I'll do, and that's not why I asked. I'm never going to be sympathetic towards her. I asked if I was was too harsh, not if I was wrong. This is a horrible mentality, and at the end of the day, my wife is apparently racist. I'm not about to try and understand that. That's crazy. Could I have been kinder? Absolutely. Could I understand where she's coming from? Absolutely not, especially given our situation. I've had contact with plenty of black people. They have never been intricately involved in our lives. Like her siblings never dated black people, neither has anyone in my family. The closest person would be my middle child's best friend, and they didn't really connect until the middle of high school. And now we have an update, and I hope that this update involves leaving your racist wife.
Leaving your wife.
Yeah.
No, I think that a lot of times.
It sounds like it's learned behavior too.
Yeah.
Learn from the parents.
Well, yeah.
Learn from the parents.
When you have that background of people telling you, you know, all of these things.
Yeah.
You have to actively work against it, and some people don't do that active work.
Here's the update. So I want to mention a couple of things. First off, I've been around black people. Guys, I'd like to say I've had several black friends in my life. Yeah. They were never part of my inner circle until Danny came along. All right, so actually scratch that. I've never had black friends, but I have seen them.
Person.
I've seen black people. They exist. Also, I think that it's stupid that twerking has a negative connotation. It's just dancing, and the video that my wife found Danny in was at a nightclub. She wasn't at church dancing that way. We're twerk positive here at OKstorytime.
Yeah, we love a twerk. That's why Keon comes on and twerks.
That's why we hired Keon. My daughter Ari and her mom are very close, so I asked her to breakfast today, and we talked. I just asked her if she knew her mom to be racist. She asked why, and I told her about the incident with Danny. Ari told me everything makes sense now.
She's like, oh, that's why all of those times when I thought she was being racist, she was.
She's like, oh, everything just clicked. That was the last piece of the puzzle. She said it was subtle, but when she was in high school, she lost a chess match to a Hispanic boy. And Naomi said he must have cheated. But during another round, when she lost to a white girl, her mom just said that she was really good.
So subtle. So subtle.
She listed a few other incidents, but it was not hard to see Ari come to the realization her mom is not who she thought she was. Ari then explained how this is bad because Kyle told her how he was about to propose soon. Oh, boy.
No.
Well, mom's not going to that wedding.
Oh, no.
Mom is not invited to the wedding.
Yeah, don't invite her.
I guess Ari talked to her before I could because my wife asked me, how could I bring the kids into this argument? I said, this argument is about their brother. Our kids are very close, so they were going to find out eventually. I said, since she's done crying, does she want to explain what last night was all about? Yeah.
Let's talk about you being racist.
Since you're done crying about being racist, can you explain yourself?
Please?
She said, it's not that serious. I thought how if my son and Danny got married and had kids, I wouldn't be involved if I chose to stay with Naomi, and that's not a chance I was willing to take. So I packed my bag and told Naomi if she's not even willing to talk to me, I can't stay in this relationship. She said stop before I left out the door and started crying again. She admitted to having racist tendencies. She also admitted that she's jealous of Danny. She said she was supposed to succeed like her and be smart like her. She said it's not fair. So you're like, I'm supposed to be better than her. I'm going to be racist
she's
and
the
tear her
smart
down. Lawyer, wonderful person who's like volunteering at the soup kitchen, and I'm a terrible, stupid bigot.
Yeah.
Who has done nothing with my life except make children, I guess. I said it was fair.
Because you freaking suck.
Growing up, my wife was not poor or had it hard by any means. She had access to tutors, to the best school. I said, that's a sad and pathetic excuse.
Yeah, like, too bad.
Is that what so she tried to cry and be like, you don't understand. It's just, she's so much better than me, so I hate her.
It was hard,
and
so that's why I'm racist.
Yeah. But you know what we'll never find pathetic is you joining us when we go live every weekday at 3 p.m. on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitch. Just tap our profile and you're in. And if you're watching this, we might be live right now. She then said she was losing both of us to Danny. I asked how. She talked about how I complimented Danny's cooking but don't like Japanese food. I explained how I'm just not a fan of Japanese food. I will eat it when she makes it, but it can't be about the food because she already had a problem before we got there. I told her I'm leaving and that until she changes her ways or gets help, I'm not coming back. And I'm getting a divorce if she doesn't apologize to Danny and mean it. I've just been driving around since that conversation, and I'm hurt that the love of my life is not who I thought she was.
Yeah.
Damn. And that is the end of that story.
Ouch.
Damn.
Ouch.
Yeah, I
ouch,
think
ouch.
separation, period, is
Mhm.
required. The only way to sort of salvage the marriage is that
Mm-hmm.
you separate and let her try to grow and change at a distance.
Yeah.
Because it is like, I don't know I thought that I
don't
was
know,
married
yeah.
to the love of my life. Turns out I didn't even know.
It's
I'm now
shocking.
reevaluating everything that my wife has ever said or done,
Mm-hmm.
which is, that's bad.
Yeah.
Can't do that.